Nicolas Mueller.
Sorry, that's
so,
right. Yep.
Very good event there for the young Mexican, but I do think this match has plenty to offer us. Ma.ElShorbagy coming off that semi-final appearance in Houston, and obviously Nicolas Mueller has found his stride here in New York, and he's always dangerous on these big settings, so this could be highly entertaining stuff.
It's a good record really for Nicky Mueller against Marwan, so there will be an air of edginess about the Egyptian. Terrific performance from the Rocket in his first round, coming through in 5, bringing out the very best. Fellow Swiss there, Dimitri Steinman.
Play will start in 30 seconds. "15 seconds. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Play is about to begin. JP Morgan Tournament of Champions 2023 men's round 3 match. Nicolas Mueller of Switzerland to serve. Ma.ElShorbagy of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games. Please be seated.
Well, I must say, PJ, these are the kind of situations where the Swiss Rocket can be really dangerous.
Yep.
Because he's playing a player of a very high caliber, but there's not particularly any pressure on him here seating-wise, so he can really relax and let things flow, and it's when he's letting things flow that he's really at his best.
100% agree with you there, Chris, and it's a good start from Mueller. That was a shot that served him very well in his first round. The volleys going in short around the middle of the court, primarily on the backhand side. He won a lot of points from that particular area, so I'm sure Marwan would have watched that match and be looking to starve him of that particular shot.
Down. And out 1-all.
And again, that's the thing with Nicolas Mueller. It's the extremes. He has these flashes of brilliance, but then he can also be somewhat error-prone at times. So it's for him just keeping that ratio tipped on the side of brilliance.
Good opportunity for Mueller to make it into the quarterfinals of this terrific event. Last time he did that was back in 2018, where he lost out to his old pal Simon Rosner, who I'm sure will be watching this. Rosner actually went on to win that event.
And out 2-1.
In that particular year. I was fortunate enough to be commentating on that one. Sure, Simon might agree that was one of his best performances throughout an entire tournament. Thoroughly deserved the crown. Funny enough, in that same year, Rosner actually beat Ma.ElShorbagy in the round previous, in the 16th. So.
Yeah, and for me here, PJ, Ma.ElShorbagy needs to find a way to make this very physical in the early stages. He started getting into the zone where he's trying to get on the ball pretty quickly. He runs onto the ball in the front corners quite quickly. And uses it to up the pace against his opponents, and I think it's a tactic that could potentially serve him quite well against Mueller, just rushing the shots of the Swiss player.
didn't see that. No. You want a review? Play review Mueller on the no-let decision.
So Mueller's just saying that there was interference and his foot was stepped on. Not sure there's enough in that really, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, that contact to me is fairly minimal.
Yeah. It's a good decision.
Decision upheld. Mueller has 3 reviews remaining. He did step on your foot, but we felt it was minimal. It didn't affect your shot.
It's very well explained.
3-all.
It's always nice for the players when they get a clear explanation.
Down.
Sets the tone.
4-3.
It's well played. El-Shorbagy gets into position nice and early here. It's got a lot of options from that area. And the hold flick cross court, across the body. Looks a little bit sluggish in this first phase of the first game for me, Chris.
Yeah, Shorbagy's looking pretty sharp here, but that's the thing with Mueller. Even if he is a little bit on the sluggish side,
And
he
out,
has this
4-5.
ability to fire balls in if he has the space.
Down. Hand out 6-4.
Rod Martin looking as cheerful as ever.
This has been
7-4.
really productive from Shorbagy. He's been pretty alert around the center of the court, and he's really pushing the pace with these simple drops into the front corners, just getting on it quickly.
Good.
Well played.
You're reviewing the pickup.
No. When I served, it touched his racket. He played it twice. He hit it
I
twice.
didn't see that.
Review. I'm positive about it. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, we can't review that.
Why?
No.
Why? He hit it twice. He hit it twice. What do you mean you can't review that? What is the whole point of a review? What is the whole point?
Oh, that's quite
Play
aggressive.
review Shorbagy on Mueller's pickup in the back right.
Quite aggressive ask from Marwan.
And this is kind of an interesting one for me, PJ, because Marwan is pretty much in the driver's seat, but he does have a point here. It looks like potentially Mueller could have touched this ball twice. And I think what he's trying to say is Mueller didn't completely give this a swing and a miss, that there was very minimal contact on that first intent, and then he plays the back wall boast.
It's impossible to tell, Chris. It does actually look as though the flight of the ball did change a touch.
Decision. Yes, let.
Yeah, I mean,
7-4.
I think Marwan seemed pretty convinced, and the interesting thing is coming off that back wall boast,
Left.
Mueller's body language was quite relaxed.
Yeah, it was,
so
yeah. Almost waiting for a call.
Yeah, like he almost wasn't sure himself. Well, after that quite lengthy delay, the hitting and the movement's certainly gone up a little bit here.
Down. 8-4.
So he's just not really getting the accuracy, Mueller. And you feel like the pace that Shorbagy is playing at, trying to rush Mueller, is exacerbating things. Oh, there it is, PJ. Look at this.
5-8.
Mueller just absolutely opening the rack
Oh,
face.
that's beautiful. Yeah.
Hand out, 9-5. Down.
He's trying to play quick here, Marwan. He just clips the top of the
and
chin
out.
there.
He's very
6-9.
fired up at the moment, Marwan. There's his coach, Rodney Martin. Something's unsettling him. That's good solid work through the middle there from El-Shorbagy.
And
4
out,
game balls to
10-6,
take this first.
Game ball.
It's a solid start from Marwan El-Shorbagy. Mueller not quite at the races yet. Needs to get the fuel burners going in the rocket. Just 11 minutes on the clock. 11-6 on the scoreboard. The number 5 seed, Marwan El-Shorbagy, leads Nicky Mueller of Switzerland by 1 game to love.
Well, it was a very positive start from Marwan El-Shorbagy. He came out firing on all cylinders. He was really trying to push the pace, and Nicky Mueller looked a little bit jaded physically and played some fantastic shots, but just wasn't consistently able to find his targets to really challenge El-Shorbagy. And Marwan El-Shorbagy grew in confidence as the game went on and took the first game fairly comfortably.
That's about as animated as I've seen Rodney Martin. He's really getting into the face of Marwan El-Shorbagy.
Play will resume in 60 seconds.
That was a very stern talking to from Rod.
Play will resume in 30 seconds. Just hang on 1 second. Shorbagy leads 1 game to love. Love all.
Tight. Just took the pace off the backhand drive there, Mueller. I think he's got to be a bit more assertive with his movement and just control the accuracy a little bit better, because we know how dangerous El-Shorbagy is with any kind of angle.
No, absolutely, and I think with the way Mueller's moving today that it's potentially worth taking a little bit of pace off the ball, because we see that Shorbagy's trying to play very quick and he's up the court. So just slowing things down a little bit and forcing Shorbagy to generate his own pace wouldn't be a bad way to probably try and get himself into this match a little bit.
Good work, good urgency onto the ball at the front of the court there from
2-1.
Ma.ElShorbagy. Accurate work again down this left-hand side of the court. Changes of pace as well, various heights from both players. Oh, I'd like to take a look at that again.
Well, Shorbagy really trying to push the pace here and put work into Mueller's legs.
The crowd are going bonkers. I don't think they've ever seen a shot behind the back before. Oh, that's quality. Great rally.
Well, that was an extremely productive rally for Ma.ElShorbagy, because
3-1.
he really put a lot of work into Mueller. And Mueller pushing, but you can just see the movement into the front corner now from the Swiss Rocket is a little bit labored. He just doesn't quite have that pop. Well, that's good work from Mueller, standing his ground on the tee there. Making sure Shorbagy do the diagonal there.
And out 2-4.
So this is the thing with Mueller that's always quite incredible, is he can be under a lot of physical pressure, but his quality of hitting is so high that he manages to withstand the barrage and gives himself that time to get a second wind.
Complete change in the body language and demeanour of Ma.ElShorbagy. It's more sprightly. And what's interesting as well, he's got his mind focused on the game a little bit more, as opposed to all the shenanigans that were going on around it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think he's trying to evade an even sterner talking to from Rod after this game.
This for me is the argument for where the importance of coaches in between games. There's been a significant improvement in the levels from El-Shorbagy. I guess we'll never know, but would that have happened had coaches or had the coach not been allowed to intervene in between games?
Well, and with that comment from Marwan about the time between points, it really shows how he's trying to keep the intensity high here, trying to really push the pace.
Clever. His movement
Now
into the front two
6-3.
corners has drastically improved. Ma.ElShorbagy giving himself a lot more options. And now how dangerous he is if he's got any sort of time on the ball.
Stroke to Shorbagy. 7-3.
Pretty impressive game from Shorbagy because he's really been pushing the pace the entire time. He's never come off it.
Yeah, this is as well as I've seen Shorbagy play for the last 18 months. Does look very sharp.
8-3.
Just not allowing Nicky Mueller any time whatsoever on the ball.
And out 4-8.
That's ridiculous. I'll tell you now, 18 months, 2 years ago, El-Shorbagy wouldn't have picked those up to the front.
No, he was all
And
over
out
that.
9-4.
He got that back with interest.
Down.
Just continued pressure, really.
10-4, game ball.
Not given any time to settle whatsoever, the Swiss. 10-4. And a one-love lead for El-Shorbagy.
11-4, game to Shorbagy. Shorbagy leads 2 games to love.
Quick fire second game for the number 5 seed. El-Shorbagy of Egypt now leads Mueller of Switzerland by 2 games to love.
I'd like to welcome the University of Toronto, who's here.
Well, it was a very impressive second game from Egypt's Marwan El-Shorbagy. He was pushing the pace, getting on the ball very early, and not giving Nicolas Mueller any time. Mueller tried to attack, but El-Shorbagy was so far up the court, he was picking everything up fairly comfortably, and Mueller just couldn't really find a way to get into Shorbagy, so now Shorbagy comfortably in the lead. Well, we have a fantastic offer for you as the British Open returns to Birmingham April 9th through 16th. The later rounds will be played at the stunning Rep Theatre. The squash is going to be absolutely fantastic throughout the week, and the semis are almost sold out. So act quickly and grab your seats. BritishOpenSquash.info for more information on availability and ticket pricing.
Play will resume in 30 seconds. Shorbagy leads 2 games to love. Love all.
Well, I think with Nicolas Mueller
Out,
having his
love.
back up against the wall to this extent, we're going to see some pretty exciting attacking squash, because he usually really lets the arm go when he's in this kind of position.
Wow, that's serious rat-a-tat-tat. Great exchanges through the middle of the court. Serious racket.
2 love.
Speed from both players. in the end, the touch from Mueller, just enough.
Yeah, Mueller, a pure racket sports player, so when he gets relaxed like this, he can really start doing some damage. He just gets up the court a little bit higher and his hitting's a little crisper, so the angles become significantly more severe.
Down. And out, 1-3. Out. Two, 3. Court attendant, please.
Bit of interference there, nothing intentional.
Thank you.
Back to
3
level
all.
peggings very quickly, El-Shorbagy.
Down. 4-3.
Well, that's a massive squeeze from Marwan El-Shorbagy.
5-3.
Really hugged this in tight along the side wall.
Oh, do drop in.
And out, 4-5.
Appreciated by Steinman there. Cross-court nick. Off the return of serve.
Stroke to
Maybe a little bit too ostentatious from Mueller going for the top spin drop
And
there.
out, 6-4.
So this is the razor thin edge that Mueller has from being creative to just going a little bit over the top in the showmanship of the shots. It's well read by Mueller. He really put Shorbagy in a straitjacket in the corner there and just totally anticipated the loose ball through the middle. So he's making things uncomfortable here, Mueller.
Down.
It's a little bit wild. Quick tail break to regroup.
6-all.
6-all in the third. It was a much better start from Mueller. Can he continue to apply some pressure to his opponent?
Down.
And that's not the one,
And out,
PJ.
7-6.
Mueller's just absolutely planted that halfway down the 10. Oh, and that's soft hands from Mueller. Just feathering that one in. Really
out,
nice
7-all.
relaxation through the hips to control that ball.
Beautiful touch. Tight. It's a good squeeze from
And
El-Shorbagy.
out, 8-7.
Well, that was a big error from Mueller. He
9-7.
had the space there to play it, but he's now given El-Shorbagy that 2-point cushion at this very important business end of the game. So this will give Shorbagy that little bit of extra confidence to up the pace, and we see Shorbagy's hitting has gone up a notch here.
Not up. 10-7, match ball.
3 match balls for a 3-love win for El-Shorbagy. He'll be extremely pleased with the way that he's come through this potentially
11-7, match to
dangerous
Shorbagy.
opponent
3 games to
in the
love.
form of Nicky Mueller.
11-6, 11-4, 11-7.
Rock solid from El-Shorbagy. Looks straight out to the back of the court. A fist pump of approval to Rodney Martin. 29 minutes, that's an absolute chopping. The number 5 seed books his place into the quarterfinals here in New York by 3 games to love.
Marwan, that was a very high-level squash match. Nicky, as you know, is somebody who can get on a roll with momentum, and he does that particularly well on this court. Did you have that in mind at all when you went into this match today?
Yeah, I mean, Nicky is a great player. Of course, in the last 12 months, he has beaten me 3 times. So, and he has beaten me just a couple of months ago in Malaysia. So, coming to today's match, I know how tough he is. And as you said, you know, he loves this court. He always plays well here. He loves this court, and he loves playing in this venue. I know that. So, I remember when he beat Gawad, I think when he was the world number 1 a few years ago. So, I know how dangerous he could be, especially on that court. So I was so focused, and every time I lost, I did like a silly shot or something. I was so angry with myself because I know just if you give him a little bit, you know, you can just, you know, he gets into the match, and once he gets into the match, that's it. You know, there is no way to get him out of the match. So I was so sharp, and I was overall really happy with my performance for sure.
Yeah, I thought your movement to the front court, and the other thing, you hit those hard corner shots when you were in front. I mean, you've always had that shot, but you hit it about 6 or 7 times in the first 2 games today.
Yeah, I mean, my basics was, I think, on point today. Could have gone any better. I thought I played well, but as I said, I had to because he's a great player, you know, and he's so skillful, one of the most skillful players on tour. So, yeah, I'm just really happy with the match.
Well, you're playing very well, and you got to go take care of yourself. Get ready. You've got more matches to go, hopefully a bunch more matches. Congratulations. Marwan El-Shorbagy, everybody.
Well, it was a very entertaining third game between Nicolas Mueller and Marwan El-Shorbagy. Nicolas Mueller really relaxed and let his arm go, and there was some lovely attacking squash, but Marwan El-Shorbagy really buckled down and closed down the court, and as we got to the business side of things, the consistency of Marwan El-Shorbagy started to shine through, and Marwan El-Shorbagy booked his place in the quarterfinals.
Two down, 6 to go. This should be an absolute belter. Home favourite, Sabrina Sobhi, takes on the number 6 seed from Egypt, Noor El Tayeb. And that match will be coming up in just over 5 minutes' time. So we'll see you then.